Okay, we're recording, aren't we? Yeah, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Right, yep, it's all working properly. Good. So we are flying the 62-300 today too. It's a twin-engined plane from the company, a bit like a 737 A320 type of plane. A bit older though than the 320. Old-fashioned cockpit. Flight plan today to Agadir. Is that Africa? I think that's in. I don't know what country. Is it Morocco? Morocco, I think. Agadir. Wasn't that a song by like ABBA or something? Whatever. So yeah. Anyway, so LPMA. LPMA Madeira. Have some Madeira. LPMA. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Bloody hell, mate. Bloody hell. Anyway, so we got our V speeds there, 140, 144s, we are 164. We'll be climbing to 35,000 feet today. Oh my god, goodness me, almighty. Goodness me. My goodness me. Goodness me. Goodness me. Oh dear, dear, oh dear, oh dear. That'll push back here.
Okay, push cart coming.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Deary me. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Here we go.
So we're taking off to the northeast today, so I'll be taxiing sort of my right up to runway 5, is that it? 5. Yeah.
Okay, I'm clearing now.
So engine start number 1. Ugh, dear oh dear. Starting 2. Two coming up now. GCLA, is that Agadir? That's not the right fucking flight plan, is it? What airport is that? That's the wrong flight plan. Bloody hell, mate. I thought I had the right flipping flight plan in there. No, I don't. Bloody hell, mate. You're joking. What a shit flight plan that is anyway. Fuck off, mate. Okay, in that case it's going to be a direct flight plan then, so... G-Mad. Yeah, direct flight plan then, because that flight plan that thing made was a load of old crap anyway. It was just absolute rubbish. I have no idea what that's supposed to be, but that was absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Right, flaps 10 degrees. What the bloody hell? Got to turn the engine generators on. What a spiv. One 144 164, let's go. Going up. Swift climbing. Zero. 9 or 27? Probably 27. Probably runway 27. I reckon there would be a sea breeze off the west from the Atlantic. So I'm thinking 27. Most likely. Take a little look outside. Florida United Continental Airlines Charter Air Service. And that's what FUCA stands for, Florida United Continental Airlines Charter Air. Company that I fly for today. That's right. where's Agadir? That one. Ooh, yes, right, so 10-12 it says. Runway 27. If the crash was filmed, then why don't we get to see it? Not that worse, is it? So, it turns out that I bought the wrong magnesium tablets. ChatGPT said I got the wrong magnesium tablets, which is ridiculous. Anyway, whatever. Yes. Wrong ones. So apparently these ones are not going to do much good for my condition. Which is a shame. A real shame, because I spent £10 on those, I did. Really nothing. Well, not very much. Not very impressed with that. That's the annoying thing with this stuff when you have a condition, is there's so many varieties of the same damn thing and you don't know. You have to look all this shit up before you buy something, and it's just too much. It's just too much. Colourblind, I guess. I could actually be colourblind, you know. How would you even know if you were colourblind, really? Do you know what I mean? How do people... that's why they have those special tests in it, you see a different number, because you see, if you were colourblind, you wouldn't know. Just, let's imagine that everybody has a consensus that this... say there are 5 people, 4 are colourblind and 1 is... no, start again. So there's 5 people, 4 are not colourblind and 1 is. All 5 of them will insist the sky is blue, but the colour blue will look different to the colourblind one, but they'll still call it blue, because everyone else does. They don't know that they're seeing a different colour than the other people. You know, so that's how you can know if you're colourblind by these tests they do, and you know the dots and things, and then people see a different number, don't they, if they're colourblind, isn't that right? I'm not sure how they make that work or something, but somehow that's what the test does, isn't it? I'm not saying I'm colourblind. A colourblind person could tell the difference between a red card and a black one in a card game, I know that. Or could they? I don't know. They probably can, yeah. When I was really young, I used to think that colourblind meant you couldn't actually see anything but black and white. I know that's not true. But maybe there is a sort of colourblindness where that's true. Maybe someone just sees no colour at all. I don't see why there isn't a type of colourblindness like that. No doubt there is. This is one of those games that's just going to give me a headache. Nothing is ever the right move. Nothing. Nothing is ever right. This game is just going to give you a headache. All the cards you want, just hidden away. Yeah. I can see it, but I can't get it. Hidden. Isn't it infuriating? Because I don't want that 2 there, because that's the wrong one. But so I want to get that one out. But however, oh, I can put that there, of course. That doesn't help that issue, but it gets rid of one. It gets a cell. So another free cell. Take a bit of a gamble here and put another red 8 up because I need to get that ace out there, so... I want to start working towards that edge. Right. So I think we should break. Which column do you think I should break down next? I think an 8 could go down at. I should tell you why. No. No, actually, no. Well, yes. Actually, yes. Yes, because then we can release that 2 there of hearts and get that out there. We can put that one here, and then we can... yeah, so... anyway... we want to work towards the ace, the yeah, the ace of whatever that thing's called, diamonds, that's it, isn't it? Diamonds, yes. Now get out of here, nobody gives a shit. Moaning about nonsense. Figure that one out now. We want this is buried penis. I mean, buried underneath the Jack 10, 9, 8, 7, etc. However, this would be safe to do. Seems to be a slight problem. We want to break this column down, but it's shit off. Yeah. So I'll work out how to do it. Where's our 4 of clubs? Buried. Very good. Where's our 4 of hearts? It's more accessible, but I don't think it's going to help us, is it? It's no good having all them free cells full up though, so we want to get the king down anywhere, I think, yeah. I feel like this game's going wrong, maybe. Maybe not, maybe I'm just being over-cautious, but... Because I am very cautious, I always take my time and think carefully with my powerful brain without rushing into things. And I feel like this game's sort of getting funny, although that said, I don't think it's over. We can definitely get through this one, there's no doubt about it, it'll just take a bit longer, that's all. It's doable. I think we haven't lost this. I know we haven't lost it, because there's... I'd rather have that there than say... up in the free cell. We don't want to use those up too quickly. Bad form, bad play to do that. I haven't got the thought that this game's done its freak yet, to be honest, but I feel like it might be sort of heading in that way maybe, but I don't know. The biggest problem is having two red sixes on top of each other there, which is a big problem. That will be a problem, yes. I haven't had a move for a long time, like a proper move here that's done anything really for a long time. What if instead of that we put that 8 down and put that 7 on it? That won't do much, I know, but it might do. We also have 2 3s right hidden underneath that one. If we can get some off here and put them on instead. Like that, perhaps. Now we can start breaking into this column. But there are no free cells in. Yeah, that's doing nothing for us. Well, if we bring that jack down, then we can put that 10 to move 5 cards and even have space to move 3, 2, 1. So we need to break this column down, which is going to be impossible at the moment, of course. Not forever. Well, at least I've liberated that too now, that's good, we're making progress, so it's liberated. It did say we've got 1 move remaining at that, the only 1 move remaining, but that's no problem, we'll get through this. We'll get through this just fine, actually, that, so, yeah, so, what the fuck? Sorry you lose, I don't fucking lose. Fuck off. The fuck have I lost that shit? I was working it out. I did not lose shit. Let's get a nice picture, screenshot. Oh. There's no way. No way did I lose that. Fucking dickhead. I don't care if anyone's angry about me swearing now, I really do not care. Tough. You're an adult, aren't you? You can cope with a bit of language. I have to put on my videos not safe for children, or kids as they call them, except kids are fucking goats, not people. But yeah, no, my videos are not safe for children anymore. No, sir. No. No. Not. Now the best column to get into here would be this 7th column here, because we have 2 aces in there. It's not always about getting aces out though, because sometimes that can bugger it up if you put too many cards in the free cell out of it. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to build up a column, build columns up. In this case I can do that on column 2 quite goodly, and then I can save it, get out these these cars. You know, and then could be that my brain is just not working very well today because I've been had a busy day today. Because I usually win every game I play. They don't generally lose, so it's sort of because I've been busy. Again, clearly there's no good focusing on them aces there, because clearly we can't really get to those too much right now. I won't do us any good. Yeah, I'm stuck in there. I can't see a move. I can't see nothing. It's just, what is this? It's nothing. Just do that. Don't like having them free cells getting full. But yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens. Not good, but you know. So I can move that 6 to that 7 and back again. And that's it really, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I've got that 2 on that 3 or that one. That's not going to do nothing, so yeah, can't be bothered. So let's see what... I think I need to just practice with some harder ones to try and get better, and then all the others will seem easier. So what are the hardest free cell games? Hardest free cell games. Dave brings original list of hard deals from the internet free cell project. I'm going to go with 12313 because it's a random one. Let's do that one. There we go. One of the hardest ones in the world, apparently. That said, we'll need to think about our descent very soon, so like a proper dick, I've forgotten what the pressure setting was already. $1,012, actually. What do people mean when they say a game of free cell is harder? They just mean it probably requires you to think ahead more, because it's... and it's not the obvious thing. It requires a bit of abstract thinking and forwards thinking. Personally, I'm very good at that, so I think this should not be too much of a problem. This is said to be one of the hardest free cell games, but with my good streak of wins, I think it would be a good idea to sort of tackle this difficult game. People always try and do the obvious thing, like put that queen on that king or put that jack on that queen, but obviously the point here is don't do the obvious thing. On the harder games, you want to avoid the obvious moves. You have to think ahead, and in my onion, the best way to do this would be to go for column 2. The intelligent way to do these games is to think ahead and to take it slowly and cautiously. Yeah, column 2 is the one you want to go for sure. Anyone with intelligence can see why. That is somebody like me. But also you could go for column 7, I think. Also, when you look at a column of cards, it's worth attempting to break into a column which has more alternate colours in it. Like 7 and 8 are no good really, because there's too many with more one colour. It needs to be an even balance. I think so. Column 2 is actually not that well balanced, so maybe not. In fact, actually, I'd go with column 3. We'll start with column 3. That would actually be your best bet. It's very simple logic, because you can only put cards on another card which is the opposite colour. And when you understand the simple rules of the game, it'll make sense why you do it that way. Some people would be uncomfortable about this game right now, saying, yeah, well, you've got too many cards in there on that free cells, and I better start our descent here. And I would say, yeah, I see your point, however, it's not a good point. Because we're in a very good situation here. Clearly. Anyone with a brain would see why. Now, the reason being I can still move 2 cards at a time, that's good. There's lots of small tips and tricks. People think intelligence is something else. People think intelligence means struggling to work something out like a mathematical formula or racking your brains and getting hot and bothered. It's not. Intelligence is simply looking at all the small factors that make something possible and knowing what they are. And that's literally it. There's nothing special about it. Or as I like to say, there's nothing intelligent about intelligence. It's just knowing the way. That's all it is. It's just knowing the way. And when you know it, that's it, you know it. Intelligence actually breaks down in Greek to knowing the way. As you can see, it says right here, Middle English, Old French, from intelligentsia to know the way. Okay, well, it doesn't say that, but I just like to pretend it does. That's what I think. Oh wait, so anyway, just knowing all the little bits and pieces you have to know. And well, you know what, I got it. Some people would be rushing to break into column 7 because 7 has an ace in there, but the trouble is, what's he going to do with those 2 7s when you get into it, first of all? You have to think ahead, you see, you know. People would ask the question, so which column on here should I be breaking into next? Well, the answer is very self-evident to anyone with a brain. However, it's not that obvious if you want to look ahead more, because then, of course, you have to think for longer before you do it. So you don't bugger it up, obviously. So if you bugger it up, you'll lose. And clearly I'm not in the habit of losing, it's not something I do. So how can we avoid losing? By winning. So we could put that 4 on that 5. And also on that one. You see, but really, you put that 4 on that 5, though. You put that 5 in there briefly. Put that on there. And now we're making progress now. The best columns to tackle are the ones which have like the most alternate colours, like column number 1 at the moment is good to break into really, so remove those if you can. Or like column probably 6, which, you know, you could do perhaps soon anyway, not yet. Anyway, so looking out for that airport soon, it should be right there. Got to do the downwind, of course, so we're not. There's no need to worry about being lower than this, you know. Anyway, there's nothing to worry about in this game yet. We're still on track to win, so that's good. It just takes a bit of time. You've got to think about it carefully, like I do, and then you'll get there. Remember, taking it slower is the way. Don't want to rush through it, these things. We're going to turn to the whatever 100 degrees, you know, 90 degrees actually down there. So. So we're about to land soon. That's not the airport we're going to. We're going to the one that's there. Pressure 10-12. Why does this piece of shit weather forecast say rain tomorrow? There's no rain happening tomorrow. It said it's going to be bloody dry. Get off. It literally said it was going to be dry. Kidding. 9 degrees. So anyway, we're coming down through 10,000 feet now. What height this airport's at there? Two feet. Yep. So we're about about 8 nautical miles due northwest of the field. Flying right downwind runway 27. Is that correct? Is it right down or left down? I don't actually know. You know, it sounds terrible to say it, to admit it, but I literally don't know. I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. Right hand turns right down. Yeah. I thought it was, but yeah. So I knew all along, of course. It was a right downwind means the airport's on your right. Turning right. That's what's going on right now. Right now. As opposed to wrong now. Indeed. So we've got it all right. Because we don't make mistakes, no. That free cell game I had to end because unfortunately I'm busy now. Not that I was going to lose, I think obviously we would have won, but clearly, unfortunately, I had to my hands full of the controls, so now with this downwind and landing, I have to do. Okay. 10 miles due northeast of the field. I think it's probably time to start turning onto base leg now. I have the field in sight. He's also pilot on still. Oh, I didn't even realise. So. Turning final. Get off. Just die in flames, you idiot. Stupid fly in my screen.